she fine. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She one of a kind. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. This is hard to find. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She like my lights. I like her eyes. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She one of a kind. Can't get her off of my mind.
Yeah, she one of a kind. Yeah, she fine. 2 times time. Yeah, she down. Getting this money, she stay in line. Yeah, she gon' grind all the time. Okay, get this money. Okay. Ain't no play, gon' play with my bae. She just wanna go hard for that K. So she gon' hit and go make a way. Go ahead, get the money. Go ahead, get the money. Go ahead, treat yourself to something. Go ahead, treat yourself to something. Girl, you fine like a ticket to something. Girl, they quiet like crickets or something. They ain't posted, they mention for nothing. They hard for something. Your beauty is something. Waist don't slam me, your ass on drunken. I hate it gon' hate, but they ain't getting nothing. 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s. You gon' get that money and gon' get it jumping. You know you on track the way that you run it. Credit score over 800. And when you out, you get 100 comments. That's something they gotta acknowledge.
Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She one of a kind. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. This is hard to find. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She like my lights. I like her eyes. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She one of a kind. Can't get her off of my mind. 5'5", brown eyes, long hair, thick thighs, dressed like Mary J. Blige. Beautiful on the inside and outside. Pretty when she wake up. She don't need no makeup. Princess cut diamonds on her neck. You can tell, baby, caked up. Plus she got a couple businesses, right her own pay stub. She ain't gotta chase nobody. Everybody chase her. And her beauty so bold. When God made her, he done broke the mold. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She one of a kind. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. This is hard to find. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She like my lights. I like her eyes. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She one of a kind. Can't get her off of my mind.
Fireball lips, fireball hips, fireball thick. Let your hair down and twerk a little bit, sip a little bit, smoke a little bit. Haters gon' hate, baddest in the clique. One who get the chips, one who got the drip. Sideline, you prime time. Double nickel, you dime. Big ass with the double line. Wake it up, that's a dollar sign. Bitches, you slow, that mean no name is on new dotted line. Shopping sprees, copping free, Birkin bag. Poppin' tags, dropping swag. Shorty, you paid the call.
Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn, she fine. She one of a kind. Goddamn, she fine. Goddamn.
Yes. That is my song. Of course, my husband talking about me. That's my husband, y'all. He talking about me. He talking about me and all the beautiful ladies in the world. But before we get started, I want to say the disclaimer. Everyone on the panel is expressing their opinion, and their opinion is strictly their opinion. It does not have anything to do with the brand, nor does it reflect on the brand's integrity. Let go. And welcome back. Hey. I missed you, Chris. What's good? Pump it up, Chris. Hey, I love
collaborations, boy.
Yes. I miss Chris. Okay, so I'm tagging people, and we're going to go ahead and get started. But happy Wednesday, Women Wednesday. We got a special guest in the building. But before we get started, we're going to introduce. Everybody going to introduce themselves, starting with Dominique Flavor in the building.
Flavor. Miss Jerk Taco Tuesday in the building. Hey, everybody.
Make sure y'all go get them, man. Go get it, because it's the best. I mean,
I just had somebody tell me that last night. They were saying, like, there's this place that everybody going to that they usually go, and they came there last night. So they was like, man, like, yeah, these tacos is crazy. But they are.
They are delicious.
My sister called me at 11 o'clock, like, can we go down there? I said, girl, I'm in the bed.
Oh, who called you?
My sister.
Mm.
Thank you.
I know she do. Thank you. I love that.
I love that. I appreciate
So,
y'all. Thank you. Y'all hyping me up.
Yes.
Period.
What was I gonna say? So, Miss Clee, how do you say your full name?
My full name is Cleoyvonta Longmire.
Cleoyvonta.
It means a bundle of joy. I was
Yes.
named after my grandmother and my aunt. My grandmother's name is Cleona, so my mother took Cleo, and my aunt's name is Yvonne. So she had Cleovine, and then she put Tay on it to put a little sprinkle on it.
Wow. That is too cute to me. I love it.
Thank
I
you.
call you Cleo. I love Cleo. I love that name for some reason.
Yes, I do. People sometimes call me Chloe because they can't remember to say Cleo, and I always say either the E before the O or do you know Queen Cleopatra? And they say yes. I say, well, remember that when you remember my name.
I know that's right.
Period.
And then
Oh yeah, but hey y'all, this is Crystal Glam Do Right, however you want to call me, but I'm here. You even can call me Crystal because I put a little sparkle
not
to your life.
Crystal.
Right?
Um,
Right.
and then my girl.
I'm L. If you know, you know.
Don't nobody know.
They know.
They know.
I like messing with my twin. Though. I promise you.
That's what I'm about to start doing. Like, if y'all know, y'all know.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
So, I wanted to interview Cleo. I talk about Chloe. That's my damn girl. Let me be quiet with that one. Cleo, baby. I want to interview her tonight, and I want you to talk about what's going on tomorrow. And we will, me, you, and a whole lot of other people will be at the premiere tomorrow. Can you let them know what you're doing, what you've done to contribute to? Have you did anything to contribute to that?
I am actually featured in Nasty Natty, the upcoming
newer
project. Yes. But he had reached out to me, and him and I did some conversation. Just being helpful towards one another and recognizing that we both have something in common, and that is in filmmaking. And so he invited me out. So I'm looking forward to it because this is one of the first film premieres that has been in the city that has been really big. And for him just to be there for support, he's such a brilliant young man at 27 years old.
He
and
is.
to have this dream and be actually living it. I'm just grateful to be a part of it and being a part of the production for Nasty Natty.
That is beautiful,
Okay.
and he is. I was very, very impressed.
Yes.
And it's sold out.
Yes.
Sold out
And that's a
premiere.
beautiful thing.
It is.
It's amazing. It really is. So it's gonna be very nice. I'm excited about it.
I
So
am
Day to Day
too.
will be in the building, y'all, streaming live, and we will be interviewing the actors, the actresses, or whoever want to come and get interviewed will be there. So make sure y'all come and get on the mic and let us know what y'all names and so we can shout y'all out for sure. And with that being said, I got some questions because you are a mental health coach.
Yes.
That's deep. I love that. And so when you say you are a mental health coach, did you go to school for like psychology?
Actually, no, I didn't. I was in the medical field. I've been in the medical field for 25 plus years, but I have specialized in mental health for over 20 years. So mainly, I've worked with individuals with development disabilities and intellectual disabilities. I've actually had my own family business, and we owned a agency to help employ and care for individuals with development disabilities. In my family, we have been doing caring for individuals with mental health for almost 30 years in group homes. And so we came together as a family and we helped others open up their own group homes, and that was through LSH Mental Health Services. And that's where I got most of my experience from. And then I later went on and got different certificates and things like that to be able to help educate me along with my experience. So I feel really like this is this is something God has given, a gift that God has given me to be able to pay attention to people's behavior, be able to, help them with different things that they have experienced as far as trauma. And this is, it's like something that it feeds me as much as I give out. It's a reciprocal type of field that I love and I enjoy. So yes, that's how I became a mental health coach.
That's beautiful. What's the biggest misconception people have about mental health coaches that you would say?
So before I retired and I from the corporate world of mental health, it's just basically everything is black and white. It's either, you have a symptom and we medicate you with, what it is, and then that causes other symptoms, and then they're medicating you on top of that. So then when I retired, and I knew, it just was just something in me that this is not how we're supposed to heal or get to the root of the problem. And that's basically addressing childhood trauma, being able to address how we take childhood trauma into our adult lives, into our relationships, building relationships with our children, and, just on and on, just the type of, careers and things like that we have, how we spiral out, we crash out, is what the young kids say.
Yeah, that's what they say.
How they crash out. And I just noticed that, sometimes we don't even know how to breathe, right? So during my spiritual journey of, coming into who I am today, I became a Kundalini breathwork coach. And so learning the importance of what taking one complete breath does to our body is remarkable, because we shadow breathe throughout the day, right? Either we shadow breathing out of our mouth, sometimes when we're stuffed, or, we're panicking or something like that, we breathe out our mouth. But learning how to breathe in and out of our nose and taking a complete breath of inhaling and exhaling does a world of difference in our day and how we are able to cope with different things.
Wow. Is that dealing with the holistic part of it? Because you do the...
Yes, that's dealing with the holistic part of it. As I stated before, I retired because I got tired of people getting on medication. They're having a behavior, what we would call it in that. They're having a behavior, and instead of actually finding out, hey, why are we having this behavior? What happened? What was your trigger? They're quick to say, hey, let's put them on medication. So I was like, that's not the way we're supposed to, do things. So I said, well, let's learn how to breathe. So that was one of the techniques. Another thing is our diet and how we feed our bodies. We wonder why we're all jittery, tired, why we can't, focus and function, and it's because of our diet.
I had just said that, like, I gotta change my
diet because the heartburn.
And I said I was gonna show you.
right.
So
show me too when we...
Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I'm saying when we get off here, show me too. I ain't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. So you will see, if you go on my page, Cleoyvonta Longmire, you will see just a different, several reels or posts about me losing over 100 pounds. I lost over 100 pounds. I was 242 pounds.
Okay. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. 242 pounds. That came from me being unhealthy, being in unhealthy relationships. At that time, I had my business. It was very lucrative. It was like I was living my dream as a career in my career, but mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, I was not being fed. So instead of me being able to do that on the inside, I was blowing up every single day.
Wow.
To the point where I got 242 pounds. And I wasn't able to digest food and eat and stuff like that. So I was, it was because of the stress. So I said, okay, I'm gonna fast, because at that moment, after you've been sick and you're vomiting and you can't keep no food down, you're trying to figure it out. said, I'm gonna fast. I'm gonna ask God, what am I supposed to be doing here? I need to be able to be nourished. And I fasted for 3 days. And within those 3 days, there was a post that went down my timeline that say, learn how to eat by your blood type.
Okay.
So I looked it up. I looked it up on Amazon, and I did research, and I found out that I was a blood type O, and I am not supposed to eat chicken. Anything.
So how do you know your blood? I don't even know my blood type. That's crazy.
That's crazy that we know everything about it. We think we know everything about us, but we don't even know our blood type, right? Our blood type.
It's like the doctors don't like to tell you.
They don't, because that is what's going to cure you.
They're gonna have to tell me.
So you can look on your my chart. Your doctor should be able to tell you that information. And there's also kits on Amazon where you can find out what your blood type is. Or you can go to your local lab and go get it done.
I think I got mine from donating or attempting to donate blood one time, and Hawksworth sent me a little card to my blood type. Long they start stopping me.
Yep. That's another way to is finding out your blood type is. And so once I found that out, it was either eat and live or die and keep just eating unhealthy. And so I fasted for the 3 days. I stopped eating chicken. In the first 30 days, I lost 25 pounds.
What? I can't wait to find out what I don't eat.
Oh, please don't let me stop eating chicken. I love my wings.
No, but really what it is we are addicted to the chicken.
Right.
We're addicted to the hormones in the chicken because you get cravings for chicken, right? Our body craves things that we are missing or things that are not healthy for us. And so when we do that, we crave the chicken.
To be completely honest, y'all, when I stopped eating, because I stopped eating stuff, when I stopped eating poultry, I went through, it had to be withdrawals. Like for real, like drug withdrawals. Just really messed up. Like, that chicken is crazy.
I can't wait to taste that
Don Julio chicken?
That fruit. No, she making
that jackfruit. You know what's crazy is last night we ran out of mushrooms and some guy came down there and was like, y'all ain't got no jackfruit or nothing. I said, you know what? I'm gonna just get it. I'm gonna just get it and charge y'all $20 a taco.
And we'll eat
the can that I got was like $2.60.
I know, but what happens is you break it down and there's like a really hard part, and then there's a seed part. And so the whole can, I mean, it probably can't use it. The recipe that I used, I didn't use all of it. So it breaks down to be so little, I can only get like 4 to 5 tacos.
Wow. So I play too much.
It shrivels up when
it shrivels up when it cooks.
How many cans you get?
I only got one.
Oh, that ain't enough. Okay.
You said that ain't enough. Did you bring it?
Okay.
I did not.
No. Okay. That ain't enough. One damn can. Okay. So I have a question. Have you ever had a client whose problems was way too much for you to handle?
Yes.
You said yes.
No, you said that real quick. No hesitation. Yes.
And I will refer them to to a psychologist or psychiatrist, somebody that pay grade that has more experience. I would say medical experience that will be able to assist them further. And then sometimes, I'm not here to heal everybody. I've learned to not hold space for everybody. I'm not trying to drain myself. Trying to hold space for everybody. If you're not willing to heal, then hey, I'm stepping back and allowing you to do what you do, and I'm going to continue to go on and be the light.
Right. That's beautiful. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to get into this director. You do directing?
Yes,
producer?
I do. I am in filmmaking. I have been in filmmaking for about 2 or 3 years now, but I've been acting for about 10.
Wow. Okay, and you do commercials, right?
Yes.
Can I get a commercial for day to day?
Yes, we can do a commercial.
Okay, we're gonna talk because I want to do a commercial for day to day, and I want all the ladies in it and my different the men who all be on day to day. So I'm gonna set it up for everybody to be in a commercial and everything, and that's on the podcast, the men and the women.
Yeah.
And so we'll talk about that. But I do want to do a commercial.
Yes, we can definitely hook you up with a commercial. That's
okay.
no problem.
Yes. I'm excited about that. So I got a question about the director stuff. Have you ever been forced to cast someone you didn't believe in?
I believe in everybody.
That's beautiful.
But everybody doesn't have the talent. And sometimes you have to put them in there because it's just too late to change it up. It don't always go the way you want to. You know, you got to switch things up. You got to, you know, one character may be great in this role that's in another role, and you got to switch them up because that character, she just don't bring it, you know? So you got to say, no, ma'am, we're going to have to maybe put you as in the background and not totally remove them. I think that everybody has talent, and I don't want to dim anybody else's light because of that. I would just have to redirect your path a little bit.
Because that character might not fit for them at that time, but another character might.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
So, what's the most, like, in your eyes, because everybody might not think it was unprofessional, but what's the most unprofessional thing that you've seen doing from an actor or actress?
I've seen a lot of unprofessional things, but the most unprofessional, I would say, it would have to be some of the production being involved with the actors and actresses.
Sleeping with them.
Mixing business with pleasure.
Let get it real.
And so
mixing business with pleasure.
Yeah. So it gets a little messy. And then sometimes, you know, people always have dreams, but they're not organized. And so when you don't have organization or a real solid plan, it can be a catastrophe. It could be chaos, and I don't like working in chaos. Right. I like peace.
Absolutely.
I like structure.
And respect. And everybody enjoying themselves, and yeah, I can see that versus the other stuff. Yeah, I'm not on that either. Yeah, that's have you ever had like a person to try to seduce you into
all the time
a role, or, you know, flirt with you, or try to?
You got to be firm in who you are and what you stand for, right? Men gonna try you anyway. You know they gonna try you anyway, especially if you're an attractive woman. Yeah, they're gonna try their way. But, you know, if you're firm and say, no, that's not what I do, I am a respectable woman, you're going to respect me, either I earned this or I don't want it, then, I mean, there's nothing else that I could do. Now, I've told, you know, I've had a lot of business relationships with men, and I would always redirect them and say, either do you want to make money together or do you want me to take all of your money? So which one would you choose? Let's make money together.
Right.
So, do you think natural talent outweighs training, or is it is it another way around it? Like natural talent?
I believe, yes, natural talent.
You could tell that, right?
You can tell just naturally talent, who has natural talent. You can tell that, but everybody needs training. Right, everybody needs to know what blocking is, when to, you know, not to face the camera. I mean, not to put your back to the camera. You know, how to project your voice, use your facial expressions. And in live theater and on camera are two different ways to act. Live theater is, you know, more bold and boisterous and open and, you know, things like that. But and you can't mess up. Right. You know, you can't cut the camera off and redo it again. So in movies, you're a little bit more tamed. You use a little more of your facial expressions. Your body language you pay attention to more body language rather than, you know, just the overall acting portion of it. And channeling the viewer's emotions, because live, you can kind of send that energy out, you know, when you're at a play or something like that. Read the room. Yeah, you can read the room. Okay. But when you are on film, you have to really allow yourself to be that character, so the viewer can see and actually feel the emotion that they're portraying at the time.
Okay, well, I need to be picked. I could do everything. I can act. Look, I'm being. Let me start. Let me practice for my role. Real quick.
We got you.
So,
we do have some open roles. We do have some open roles. There's a TV show where I am the main character. Her name is Mama. That is with Brooksville Productions, and William Brooks is the writer, director, and producer. I also help write, produce, and direct that TV show as well. It's coming out this fall. We will be filming this spring, so we're having we do have some casting, slots open. So
not no dolphin or nothing.
No, it won't be a dolphin.
All right,
but
I could play a dolphin though. I'll play a dolphin. Just give me some motherfucking white lips and shit. Like,
what you gonna be like, Chris Rock?
Yeah,
just give me a little chase for 50 cents.
I can do that real good. Look,
right.
Exactly. Where do you go? If you want to get into the casting, you said you had open roles. Where?
Oh, so you would send your headshot, you would send your portfolio and a bio of yourself, and maybe a monologue, not maybe, but a monologue to brooksville.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll I'll get it from her, like she can send it to me and give it to you if you want it, and then
and the viewers.
And the viewers, yeah. So we could type that in there.
Everybody's opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could type it in here for the viewers real quick. Yeah. What was it again?
It is casting at Brooksville.
Is it the @ sign?
Yes, ma'am.
At
brooksville.com.
Casting at Brooksville. Oh, I forgot the S. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put it up here and let me know if I got it right. Spell right. It's gonna pop up there. It's a little lag in there, but let me know if that's right.
Okay.
You can't see it?
That's okay. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna leave that up there. Okay, wait a minute, Sunshine. What's up, Sunshine? She put it up there too for everybody.
Thank you, Sunshine.
Thank you, boo. I love you, sis.
She's also one of our she does a little bit of everything.
I love me some Sunshine.
I love me some Sunshine. She's also part of the Brooksville family. Okay. She's like one of my closest friends. She's always networking, trying to make sure that we have the best opportunity. She does actually the casting, so she would be the person that you would talk to for a role if they are interested, or you ladies are interested in a role.
Shout out Sunshine. That's my family right there. I love me some Sunshine. And she don't like being on the camera. No, she want to be behind the scenes. You hear me?
Ain't nothing wrong.
But I'm pulling her out.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
What you up there?
So let me see. I'm gonna ask a few more questions before we get into our topic.
Okay.
Because tonight our topic is about it's part 2 on strict parenting. And what was the other one?
Gentle parenting.
Gentle parenting. And remember you said that she was talking to Cleo was talking about the
childhood.
Yes. So that's gonna be perfect. So we wanna do part 2 on that because what happened? What happened, Chris? What you doing, Chris?
Shopping.
Man.
Yeah, you done added yourself on here. What's up, Kaylee? What you doing? He on here doing something, but yeah, so I love it. It's day to day, y'all. Anything can happen. Okay, so this says, do you think I don't know what that is. Method acting is just an excuse for bad behavior or on set. Do you know what that is?
What is
method? I'm gonna go to the next question. I don't know what that is. I gotta know what something means.
Okay.
What's the most toxic trait that you see in actors and actresses when you working with them?
Not being willing to learn.
Being open-minded,
not being coachable.
Yeah.
Sleeping their way all the way through.
That can only go so far before you get drug out. But I would say the other most toxic thing is them just not applying themselves and having a bad attitude. Or if they have been on some other type of set, or they have been with other production companies and they have treated them, in a bad way. So they already come in with the pretense that that's how we do business.
Oh, okay.
And so they either come in with a bad attitude, or they have to expect, they want you to, girl, you only been on, no, we're not about to give you no hotel with limos and.
So Chris was showing the website I posted.
Who is?
Casting.
Oh, he was showing the website.
He was showing the website for the casting, Brooksville.com, actually. So that's what he was doing. Okay, thank you, love you. Thank you so much. I didn't even know you was doing that. I was like, what is that? Okay, so I think that's about it. I thought I had another question on here. I got so many on here, but it's all good. Do anybody have any questions for her before we get to the topic? No?
Nah, because you hit on point.
Okay. So our topic is we're gonna get into part 2 of gentle parenting and what was it, strict parenting?
Mm-hmm.
I think every child is different. I'm gonna start off by saying that everybody's different. Every child is different because some children are strict. They're like they get beat up, whooped, or whatever.
Abuse.
Trauma.
It ain't abuse. Okay. It ain't abuse. The parent is strict on them, and they might smack them in their mouth. You think that's abuse? If your child call you a bitch or something in your face, and run out the house, and then they come back in the house, and you sitting there, and they sit down at the table after done called you out your name, and you let them go ahead and run out the house and do what they do. And as soon as they get back in that mug, you surprise them. Mm-hmm. Bow. That's, to me, is good, but it could be bad depending on the child. Let's just say that, because all children are different.
Yeah.
So some children don't need to get hit because that make them worse because of that.
So what I learned in parenting, I have 4 children, 25, 23, 16, and 13. My boys are different from my girls, of course, but my sons, I get more cooperation out of them when I don't yell at them. When I talk to them, I have a conversation with them, and I'm able to really, find out what's going on. And not that I'm meaner to or I'm more strict on my daughters, is because me and my daughters have good relationships too. But I can tell the difference too from when I was raising my older kids than me raising my younger kids. My older kids, I was a lot more strict because I was a lot younger.
Right.
But now that I'm older, I'm like, just don't bust your head, don't kill yourself.
Call me.
Just call me. But I love having a relationship with all my kids. My children, that's one thing I take pride in, is being a mother. So, but I do believe in, being able to have a conversation. I think that's one thing that our parents didn't do for us, is communicate with us. They didn't talk to us. It was all about just hitting us. And just,
I said so.
Because I said so, or do as I say, not as I do.
Right.
Not being a real example of not being a true, not showing up for the child. They want the child to be able to cater to them, respect them, and do all of those things. But are you respecting your child? Are you able to, is your child able to say that you are there for them mentally, emotionally?
Are you respectable?
Yes. Right. Individuals.
They
but I want to point something out to you, because like my mother always said, she said you talk too much, because she didn't talk to us. She said do it and you better do it, you know. But however, I'm gonna use an example how she said she used to always say top me, but she never told us how to top her. So I think it made us more hungry to, okay, mama said top her, you know, so we were hungry to figure it out. Well, with my kids, I feel like I said top me, but I said, okay, here go the blueprint. A, B, C, D, and then maybe 1, 2, 3, you know, if it don't go that way or we go this way. And so I kind of feel like that was that type of privilege I gave them, where I didn't make them hungry like my mother made me hungry. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes
overcompensating.
It's not wrong with how our parents did it, but sometimes it is. Yeah, you know.
Well, I believe times are different then. They had to struggle. They had to work hard. They had to do certain things to be able to get ahead. Now things are just a little bit more accessible. Kids can make the money online. Right. They can make money playing a game. Right. Playing Roblox. They can make money doing those things. You know, parents wasn't really into back then, you know, exploring your talent. It was either, or your gift. It was either go to school, go to the army, or get a job.
Or get a trade.
Yeah. That was it.
Yeah, I feel like personally for me, and just being a younger parent, I feel like there was a certain way. Well, I would start off to say, me taking parenting classes, I used to think by me just yelling, because I used to get whooped. I was one of them kids you really didn't have to whoop, but I did get whoopings or whatever. But I felt like it brought my self-esteem down to a certain extent. I felt like I couldn't be a person, so that became harder for me. So I was big on making sure I built that confidence within my child, or not making them like not be able to express their feelings if they're crying, whatever. But I did learn in parenting class, because I used to be like, okay, I don't want to hit my kids too much. I used to be a yeller. And I used to think that yelling was okay. And my oldest daughter would tell me that she didn't like when I would yell at her. And I used to feel like that's the least I would at least can do, because kids can challenge you or whatever. But like I said, when I learned in parenting class that yelling isn't okay, it embarrasses children. You're not supposed to embarrass them in front of their friends, in front of the public. It is a certain way. Like I've learned that we're supposed to stay regulated as adults, rather the child is unregulated. It is our job to stay regulated. And I feel like that goes beyond things that our parents didn't know, as far as maybe your interests or some things. But I feel like a lot of things were masked that was negative, that was pushed under the carpet, a lot of different type of pain. And we all know what those things were, even just being taught to gather with those same people that pained you in a certain way, and holidays. And I don't know, I just feel like a lot of things is different. My perspective of taking parenting classes have changed overall, and how I see how curses can truly be broken, and things that we really don't know that we think is okay, but it does corrupt us as individuals, because kids are human. Like she said, they're little people.
Yelling might be worse than whooping them sometimes, right?
Yeah,
because
it still depends on, like I said,
because the child, it does depend on the child.
The child worse, but like I said, sometimes it can make the child shut down.
Yeah, because say for instance, you yelling at your child before they go to school.
That's horrible.
I think at the end of the day, like a lot of times, parents be beaten that out of their children, so they go out in the world, they don't have a voice. They're unable to be leaders because they've been beaten into being followers and told what to do all the time. I just personally, at the baseline of it all, I like parenting classes. I think I might want to take some, but at the baseline of it all, I just try to be the parent that I wish my parents were. Because, a lot of times, like, I think especially in our community, it's like, I survived. Well, I don't necessarily want my children to survive. I want them to thrive. So, do what my mom did or what my dad did and make them survive. I really want to be the parent that I wanted my parents to be. Yeah.
I mean, I don't like beat your children or anything like that. But I did discipline my children. I had multiple different types of discipline. And like that was probably the last resort. It was a lot of squats. A lot of
holding.
You know what I'm saying? Cans, holding cans and things of that nature.
Holding hands out.
Yeah, that type
Put
of
them
thing.
in a t-shirt together.
Yep, I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so
Man, the funniest thing in the world was my son on that wall, and them little knees was shaking, and me and his daddy took turns going in the room laughing, cause honey.
And that might break him down too with that, cause he hears y'all laughing.
Well, he didn't see us. We went.
Oh, y'all was just went into another room. Behind
the room.
Okay.
Like, but we'd come out. Hey, no, go fix your like. But then.
But just those alternate choices of of discipline, and then you have some children that don't respond to corporal punishment or spankings or things like that. That makes it they like immune to that shit or something. I don't know. Like
that don't care. They come back better.
Right, so
it was whoop me. Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
After that, it's over.
For me, it was the squats because they felt them like days after. Like you can't walk down the stairs because you had to do squats or whatever.
And it was real easy. Like when they got older and started playing video games.
Yeah.
Like I want your phone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even want the game. I want you to stare at the game. Give me the cord.
Yeah.
That part. That part.
I want you to stare at the game.
Baby, I just go to the app Spectrum, shut it
down. That's what I know.
The Wi-Fi.
You can just shut it down.
Shut it down.
Mid-game.
He was going off.
Oh yeah, when he was downstairs, like turn it on, and he started kicking the.
That was
like, oh my.
That was a grown man.
Yeah, that was.
Let's talk about the trauma.
He was grown.
Let's talk about what trauma she may have seen, or both of them has experienced together. Right? One as the mother, that is not any behavior that's new. She's been experiencing things like that. That's the reason why she grabbed her camera and said, "Let me show what this little motherfucker be doing to me in the dark."
Right.
I believe that. Two, I believe that he probably has some anger issues, or he has some underlying behavior, autism, some type of psychological behaviors, or
Well, I don't know. This video thing, the only thing that he do. This video thing game is getting real crazy.
People killing their parents.
Lawsuits out now, where these videos have been gained to children to keep them on and keep them addicted.
It does.
They have laws. They have like a diagnosis for this now, like what kids
there's
have
a
gone
diagnosis
through with
for
the
everything.
Video.
I know.
Yeah,
that's bad.
It's a disorder for everything.
That's because the insurance
saying
want to be
disorder
able to
for drugs.
They can tell. You can tell them that my big toe hurt on Tuesdays, and that'll probably be a disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Tuesday Annapolis.
Good night, Chris.
That's right.
So real quick, Cleo, you got a cousin. My husband's friend Rico
Skelton.
Rico Didi Longmire.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Yeah, they hit me with it like that's my husband said that that's his friend Rico.
Okay.
So I guess he was seeing you on here or whatever.
Hi Rico. Love you, cuz.
So that is your cousin, first cousin. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to Rico.
Shout out to Rico.
I used to do a lady's nails. Her name was Sharon Longmire.
Sharon is my cousin.
That's your cousin?
Yeah, Sharon, girl, ain't she? She a whole superstar, ain't she? I know.
I was her nail tech for quite some time.
Oh,
so
honey.
yes.
And you laid them out, because every time Sharon come outside, baby, she's fabulous.
Her and
She
Mr.
was
Ron.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, she love her some Ron. Huh?
They don't go nowhere without the other one. They is joined at the hip.
They joined.
What?
Siamese twins.
When she came to get
coming. Hold on, let me say Brian in the car.
When she came to get her nails done, they packed lunches,
and
everything.
And bring you some.
Right. She used to bring my son pickles.
Yeah.
Okay. Like it's just she was just What? And he came every appointment.
Yeah.
It's a small city, boy. Ain't
Yeah,
it?
it
Every
is.
appointment.
It's a small city. Yes, it
That's
is.
crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, I would say fuck these kids. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Fuck these kids. They ain't talking about nothing. Especially these grown ones. It's the grown ones for me.
Right.
You know, they'll
Where
come,
they get grown
they'll
and
move
get on
into
their
your,
own.
they'll come to your house, and you as a parent, you let your kids come back, right? They'll come to your house and want you to conform to their rules versus conforming to yours. And then they got smart mouths because they're grown and they're in your house and they think they grown. But unfortunately, they say kids can always come. My kids can always come back to my house. Unfortunately, mine cannot.
Exactly.
Because you're not going to come to my house and disrespect my home in no type of way. But then they say it's your fault because them your kids. No, it's not. They're grown. They should know to respect the where they live and contribute. They should out of back. They're users and they're taking it granted. Taking from granted what because you're their mother. Right. So they're taking that for granted that you're their mother. They feel obligated to these things. And I deal with that with my children. They're grown. You get what I'm saying? Like they feel that they're obligated. I don't care how they feel about what I'm saying. They feel that I'm obligated to take care of them or help them as adults. Okay, I get it. If you're doing good and doing what you're supposed to do, yeah, I'll help you if I can. Right. You get what I'm saying? Because I have. They told me what I've helped them with far as money wise and all that ain't enough. They need emotional and they need forgot what they said, but I'm trying to figure out what emotional support they need because I need emotional support. I can't give you none. I'm grown as fuck.
I think some children just don't understand. They don't see the parent as a person, as an individual. Prior to me being your mother, I was a whole person. Right. You know what I'm saying? You get I give you a lot of slack because you're my child.
Exactly.
For some of the behaviors that you have. I give you grace because you're my child. Had it been someone else out in the world that did things that you did, baby.
Yes, they don't know.
Oops upside your head.
You know,
upside your
they
head.
don't understand that the things that they do and how they try you.
Right.
They know what buttons to push. The way they manipulate you. Yeah. They don't understand that for some of us individual parents, you make something like click in us, to the point,
it's like woo,
that we react. So a lot of things
they've been doing that though.
Yes.
They have been manipulating
and it evolves.
Kids. It evolves. They get better at it. But because the problems get bigger because they're an adult, it's like the more disrespect that it feels.
You just said
but it wasn't as disrespectful when they were saying, "Ma, you get on my nerves," when they're going in their room and you know what I'm saying. You like,
you just said it.
Or just the
right, or slamming something. You may check them at that time, and it wasn't really nothing at that time. It was when they got older and they coming over and you ain't giving, and they slamming the door this time, and it's like, oh, you slamming my door, but you've been slamming that door for a long time, right? You've been slamming that door for a long time.
And a lot of times we don't recognize the small things all the time because it be little things. It start out as really small things,
right. The huffing and puffing,
and make you understand why your mom used to be like, "What?" Yeah. You're like, but I ain't say nothing. But you look like you was about to say something. I felt that you had something to say. You go ahead and say it. You know what I'm saying?
I felt your aggression.
Yeah.
I have not talked. I love my oldest son. That is, oh my God, I'm salty. But me and him have not really talked for like 2 weeks because he started that huffing and puffing and I spazzed.
Right.
I went off, but not even off like I would go off like on an adult. I went off on him. Because I have a very low tolerance for disrespect. I'm a very respectful person. Mm-hmm. I'm always cheery. I'm always happy. I'm always a good vibe. But if you disrespect me, I'm going to get real disrespectful. Mm-hmm. And my child I'm talking about his grades of all things. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got to hear me. He didn't say that, but the attitude. Yeah. Like he playing his game. And,
yeah, the facial expression, the actions.
It was the
I didn't hit him because he was on the phone. He ended up in Illinois, but like I would have grabbed him, like I would have yoked his ass up,
Right?
Like you know what I'm saying in the instance, and that's why I'm like I feel like I need parents and classes.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
he dismissed you
because
he did. He dismissed you.
He dismissed you.
Imagine talking to grown-up kids that's in your house, right? Being disrespectful to you and your shit to the point where you feel like where you don't even let people on the street talk to you like that.
Yeah,
and they talk to you like that as adult ass kids living in your house, not contributing to shit. I've dealt with that with my children, like where I have to tell them, you got to hurry up and get the fuck up out of here immediately. You cannot stay at my house because now my house is vexed. Like you are earth disturber. You're coming in my house and you're disturbing my fucking house, my home, and you're grown in a motherfucker. You got to go. Whatever the fuck you do, figure that shit out.
Right.
But you can't come back here. All parents ain't letting their kids come back to their house. So it's a reason for that because of the disrespect. You get what I'm saying? Like if you disrespect me, then you gotta go. Like my daughter, it's her tone. She's so aggressive. She grown. She live with me. It's the aggressiveness in her tone, and she act like it ain't nothing, but it is. You come right in my house. We've been chilling all day. You come right in with an aggressive ass attitude, just asking me about food, and it was just so aggressive. I'm like, I'm done talking to you already because I started about to tell her what was what. I'm like, okay, I'm done talking to you because it was just that tone. It's the tone. She don't see it, but it's the tone. It's like, girl, if you don't hurry up and get you somewhere to motherfucking go.
Yeah. So I've experienced that too. But then I had to think about it. So I had a conversation with my son and my daughter. And it had never gotten to that part, more with my son than my daughter, but I had to ask him, like, what is going on? Like, why are you acting like this? Why are you treating me like this? And it was because he was angry that he had to come back. He didn't want to come back. He was upset with himself. He didn't have a plan. He couldn't find his way. He didn't know how to ask for help. And it was just like, I'm back here again. I'm back here again, Ma. I didn't want to come back here. You raised me to be an independent man, and I'm back here, and I don't know what to do next. And when he expressed himself, because at first I was aggressive back, because that was the only thing I knew.
Every action is a reaction, right?
But I had to redirect my reaction and respond to him instead of reacting to him and ask him, well, what is it? It's because of A, B, and C. So now that you have said this to me, because you have to create the space too. Right. Because we as parents, sometimes we could be aggressive. We could be closed off. We could be stressed. We could be, in a space where we're not open to hear what other people's got to say or what our children have to say because we are the parent, right? So when we really look at our children, our adult children, not as children, but adults, but as individuals, because they got their trauma too. No telling all the bullshit we done took them through because we was learning how to be an adult raising them.
Facts. Right. That's absolutely facts. I got to do a clap on that. Absolutely facts because I was a child.
Yeah, when you a child,
I was 17.
Yes, when you a child having kids, it's like frustrating because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't, and plus you're taking all the tools from your great grandparents to your grandparents to your parents. That's 3 generations back of how to discipline your child.
And they was all, excuse my French, probably
fucked up, swept everything under the rug. They didn't talk to the kids. It wasn't talking about sex. And then how to know, hey, she may be sexually frustrated. Because she a grown woman. Right. She may be going through it with her dude. We don't know. Maybe something at her job. Maybe somebody was aggressive to her. We don't know. But if we don't create those type of spaces for our children to be able to be open with us, because we have to take a seat back too. We do, but fuck them.
You said,
But we can't be angry too. Like
Look,
it's a lot
fuck
of-
them. And you know what? I ain't angry. I love my kids with all my heart and
Right.
soul. I do. I love my kids.
I
with
ain't mad
all
at my cousin.
I love my
I
kids
say it
with
all the
all
time.
my heart and soul. They are my life.
Right.
They are my life. But baby, I'm not living my life for yours.
They may
And-
get on my nerves, but let somebody else do something.
right.
I'm
That's
gonna
different.
carry
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Hey, let me just tell y'all something. Something happened to my kids. Y'all be like, "Oh, Crystal done tore up the world."
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 the
that's
world
how I
is
am
going to get
too.
fun.
Even though they get on my nerves,
Yeah.
but when it comes to my children, I'm still very protective. It don't matter if they're adults
Yeah.
or not.
Right.
But fuck them because they be on mass. Like you have to respect me as your mother. If you're in my home, you have to. Even though you don't want to, you gotta fake it like you do with other people. You gotta fake it like when you at work at my house, baby. Act like you on the stage play.
And
You
then,
get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think too that's the problem, that we've been faking it for too long.
I mean, it is the
We've
problem,
been
but
faking it for too long to the
parenting classes.
Yes, we've been faking it for too long. We've
They
been putting
said
on masks.
That's where they are able to release is in the home.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's unfortunate though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so what you're saying in parenting classes, because they release it in the home, it's more comfortable.
No, it's still supposed to be guided, but it's supposed to be fair
Game.
consequences.
Yeah. But that's
that's for adolescents though.
No, this is
That's for adults too.
Well, recapping what she said.
Okay.
For getting older, she gave you a list, but we have to regulate ourselves to how to create that space of a conversation. What's wrong? Even though you know she coming in messing up the mood.
Right.
Your opportunity to even say something, be able to be comfortable that she knows she can let out what
And be
is
heard.
going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you gotta give them a safe space.
And peace for you.
Yeah.
And that child.
Yeah.
You gotta give
a
safe place.
Yeah. And it's sacred.
And it is tough because of how we were already.
Yeah.
Oh, my kids never used their
man,
safe space when they were young, when they were adolescents. I used to preach this to them. You should be able to, if you can't tell, you should be able to tell me.
Right.
I'm your first line of defense. I'm gonna be the person that come get you if you on the other side of the world and you need my help.
Right.
It's gonna be me. Like, I might.
You gonna call me first.
Right. I'm her.
Yeah.
and I'm coming.
And I'm
You
coming.
done got on my nerves.
You know I'm dependable.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna leave you nowhere high and dry. Y'all should be able to talk to me. I preach that to them little heifers for their whole existence.
Mm-hmm.
When they was teenagers, 14 through about 19, 18 and a half, 19. Whew.
It was difficult.
It was a situation.
Especially
It was a rough situation. I'm not even gonna lie. It was a really rough situation. Like she's like, fuck I was like, fuck them people, fuck them girls. You know what I'm saying? I got two more. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 and 2. Nigga, it was 50-50. You know what I'm saying? My boys they're wonderful. They never gave me any issue with the girls. Took me through it.
Really?
Through it.
And usually our children are us.
And that's the part.
Our children are us in different stages.
Yes, I say that.
Our ancestors are, you know what I'm saying? Our grandparents, they are a reflection of somebody in our past life. You know, y'all believe in all that type of stuff. But I believe that those things, and then they are there to help you redirect and grow too.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because God is not going to send you somebody in your life that's going to wreak havoc, right? Even if that child is wayward or whatever, maybe because you don't have strong boundaries or you don't set strong boundaries, your kid is off the chain. Mm-hmm. And you gotta grow up enough to say, you know what, I'm gonna set boundaries.
Right. Do you think like the things that happen with our children, the way they are to us and the way they grow up is a direct reflection of our lack of parenting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree with that.
Myself,
I'm gonna disagree with that.
Not everything, because I just said today.
Well, I don't mean to say lack. I just mean parenting, period. Like the parenting style, the way, because at the end of the day, like one thing, I think it's Chris. I don't know who Chris is. Chris or Elle, they always say, where they say, know your audience.
Yep.
And, you do. Y'all also said, no, you might have to tell you might be able to whoop this one or not.
Right, they're all different.
It depends. So I think sometimes, like, yeah, like, is our parenting, even though we, consciously are trying our best, doing our best, is what we didn't know, the curses that we have carried on with us from generation to generation, looking at our children, is their personality, the way they treat us, the way they are, a direct reflection of the parenting that we've provided.
Yeah. Right, but we're
not
learning.
all the
but
time.
we're learning.
No fault on us.
No, let's say, but
no
we're
fault on us.
We're
not
learning.
all the time. I just wanted to know, like, is that what
I believe it is.
Yeah, and we're learning, and we should be able to have those as we get older, and our children get older. We have because me and my children still have those conversations, and I ask them, why y'all, my daughters, why was y'all walking like that? Y'all had everything,
right?
And they say, we only had no reason why.
Yeah,
right.
I had lost I had lost a child. They had lost a sister. They were just acting out,
grieving.
You know what I'm saying? They was grieving in that particular manner. That's how they were expressing it. And them was turned up. But you know what I'm saying? But I think if we are able to be accountable, like for me, that is the biggest thing. Like for me, if both of my parents could be accountable.
The lady told me I was over accountable. Like, I put too much on myself.
You do. I see that.
I
see that. You do.
I see that. I can see
but
that.
But that's okay, because I love that about you, because it helps you. See, because you put that kind of because remember what you said earlier? What? You did that. You said even though he was over the phone, you felt bad and felt like you needed parenting classes because you wanted to choke them through the phone.
And y'all, I was like, nah, I'm like, yeah.
And I think that part of the guilt, like, we carry guilt because of areas that we feel like we could have been there and we didn't show up. So it shows up in different areas. If when we are disciplined, or when they have some type of behavior, or they are showing their dissatisfaction of something. But I truly think that once we learn, and as our kids get older, I am grateful that I have a relationship with my children. I have a friendship with my children. Like, literally, my daughter and I talk all day, every day on the phone. Like, we
that's good.
We talk all day on the phone. We don't talk to each other. Something wrong. Hold on, what you been doing? Why you ain't what? But she just had a baby. And then I had my mom. My mom, when I had kids, my kids were younger, my mama would come over my house every single day to see the kids, to see, and in hindsight, that is a beautiful experience, right?
Some people don't have that.
But then it was like, mama, I need my space. Like, I really didn't appreciate that then. And it's just me being honest. I didn't appreciate that then because I thought she was stepping over her boundaries. She's stepping over her boundaries. She's interfering when I'm trying to discipline the kids.
I wish my mama changed more.
I gotta be like, even though you the grandma, now I gotta be the big mama to show, like, no, mama, I'm the mama of this household. You got your own household, and so it caused conflict. So, and because of the era that she grew up in, she's like, well, Cleo, I'm gonna do this anyway, and that's offensive to me because I'm like, wait a minute, you're not respecting me as an adult and me being their mother. So I feel
like with my mama just like this.
Yeah, and I feel, and I had to learn that was their parenting style, right? But her parenting style with me, was a little bit overbearing, right? So it started to seem like it was kind of manipulative, and because you're like, wait a minute, I don't know about that, so then I had to correct that and myself when I talk to my kids, instead of saying, get your ass in here, or get in here before I beat your ass. Instead of saying that to my kids, I would say, get in here so I can talk to you. Let me see your face. That's a whole different type of discipline. Right. Because now I see you.
Let me see your face.
Let me see
your face. I can't see your face. I can't see your face.
Yeah, we need to be eye to eye. And that eye contact brings a totally different type of energy to it. Because now I'm serious.
Right.
And then when we were talking about the yelling, right? I used to yell a lot with my kids. But with my younger two kids, I don't yell as much,
Mm-hmm.
and I get more out of them.
Mm-hmm.
But you're more calmer now.
I'm more calmer,
and you make it make sense.
I make it make sense. I really talk to them. I have a conversation with them and say, okay, with it, and I take accountability because maybe I came in bitching. Yes, the house ain't clean. Yes,
I've been working all day.
I done worked 12 hours.
Told you to set out the chicken.
And you got D's and C's.
Girl, hey, and I'm going out.
And you got C's and D's.
Girl.
Right.
And I'm pissed.
I think I was too nice to marry because I have tried all that. He is just a man, honey. And
He with
think
his
a
dad,
man.
though,
He
right?
just smelling himself.
He think he a man for real. Now don't get me wrong, when I had him, my grandmother told me to put the fear of God in my son because I was doing it alone. So you better put the fear of God in it. So I did, but I didn't. I've always wanted to treat him like a person. But I just feel like I probably should have whooped his ass more.
So
Because
look,
right now he is just being so totally trashy to me.
then remove your energy from that.
Right.
But that's the problem.
Yeah, and then not only that, stop replaying that story.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about your son, it's just something about being able to change the energy. You know, I love talking to my son, and me and my son can have good conversations. That feels good to me.
Yeah, me too.
Just reassuring yourself, that's putting the energy out there, that's putting it out to the universe, that this is what you want to happen. But every time we talk about our kids and we have a nasty disposition about them, then that's exactly what's going to show up.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like my kids, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't like them, but I love them with all my heart and soul. Like them my children. You know, we have good conversation. We talk a lot. You know, we still talk a lot. We still have conversation. It's all good. You know, but it's just certain things I can't take.
Right.
And I don't feel that I have to just because they're adult children or whatever. I don't have to deal with it. I mean, because I've been so disrespected that couldn't nobody else make me feel the way they made me feel.
Right.
They do it. The kids, it be your own.
And it's
kids.
like they did it.
Like my son, he
purpose.
used his kids because he got kids now, and it was a time where, you know, I was getting my grandkids, and when I was young, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be this grandmother, you know, because I had a son, and usually the son kids don't be around, you know, his family, but it be around their family. So I said, oh, my son, his kids gonna be around me. But then I realized, oh, you using your kids against me, trying to hurt me. You could keep them. Yeah.
I ain't obligated.
That's what you keep them.
Yeah, you can keep them. I love you, grandbaby.
Yeah, see y'all later.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, when I realized that he did, I said, oh,
Yeah.
you trying to use your kids to hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
You got me messed up, Nubian.
Yeah, because those are your children. Take care of your children.
You laid down and made them.
Let me read a couple of comments real quick, y'all. Before we get off of here. Chris, he said, yes, speak to your children reasonably without arguing or yelling. I get what you're saying, Chris, but it depends on the mood and the tone and their voice for me not to check them or whatever. It depends on what they say, because some children, like I said, they are disrespectful, and I'm dealing with adult disrespect. My kids, when they was younger, I didn't have to deal with all of that. It wasn't really none of that going on. It's as them being adults.
So
you
I
get what I'm
think
saying?
it's more or less, not more or less disrespect, but I think it's more anger, resentment.
It is.
And
fighting for adulthood.
Fighting for adulthood, but also not knowing what to do next.
Right.
Like sometimes as adults, we don't even know what the fuck to do next.
Right.
So we expect our children to have it together, and we still learning it every single day.
Damn, that's deep.
We can't.
But when you say that, though, I have to agree to disagree, because when you as a parent, and all parents are not like that, but when you as a parent try to tell your kids, this is what you need to do. I ain't saying that what I'm telling you is going to be perfect for you, but it's going to pave a way for you where you ain't gonna hit the bumps in the road.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they turn around because they got that adulthood
Mm-hmm.
and they say, well, I ain't listening to mama because mama don't know what she talking about.
course.
It's a different world out here. It ain't what she went to, because that's my kid's favorite word. It ain't how it was back then.
Back in the day.
Baby, that's gotta be how it was. But
you
it's
know.
still, the streets is still the same. It's just a little bit more bigger pothole. But that street's still the same on Lynn Street. You get what I'm saying?
Could it be the thing that we learned in our first year in college, that everybody learns differently, and maybe a verbal communication, a hands-on experience, or auditory review, or maybe reading a book might have been a better way. Maybe it just ain't clicked with the delivery.
But okay, so I'm gonna say like this, because I knew my kids, because it's gonna go back to, you have to know your child.
Exactly.
Because I knew, I'm gonna use my son.
Mhm.
You needed talking to and holding hand and saying, let's go over here and you see
To learn.
this,
Yeah.
and let's go over here and you see this. I
And they
knew
still
my
didn't
son,
do it.
and he's still, I'm grown now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the army now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to, boy, I'll knock you upside your head in front of your sergeant and tell your sergeant, you want some?
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
And that's
So
and
for
that's-
me, it'd have been like,
okay.
you know what, you're right.
Yeah,
Right. And that's what I
right.
do now. You have to live the best life that you feel that is good for you, because you're grown.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't
Mom,
know,
that's
bro.
messed
Yeah.
up.
Yes, you do.
What you mean it's messed up?
Yes, you do.
I don't
I'ma
understand
tell
what
you,
you're
your
talking
kid-
about.
I'm sick of them all.
I'm telling you, like when I agree with you, with that, like I agree, but I deep down in my heart, I really believe that we have to learn that our kids have different trauma. They experience shit that we don't know, and they're not
Right.
open to talk about. We don't know about any. It's been people that's been sexually abused as kids, and they don't get to tell it till they 30, 40 years old.
Right.
But you wonder why they walking around angry. You wondering why they walking around angry, and mad and depressed, and they in their room and they not coming out. They don't got no job, and because maybe they need some type of healthy balance. Maybe they need ashwagandha to be able to help them with their moods. You know, something like that. Hey, I need it, but I'm just saying, like there are yes. But we need to learn how to. We need to, as adults, as parenting our adult children. It's not easy.
No, it's
not easy,
and it ain't for the weak.
and it's not for the weak. But I strongly recommend that us as parents, that we take accountability for the trauma that we caused in their lives and try to correct that. Because if we don't, then they're going to get older and be angry and disrespectful, and we're not going to know why.
I cannot wait until my son gets old enough to tell me what I did to fuck him up. Like, you know what I mean?
He's old enough now.
Well,
He's old enough now.
He's 15. He's
He can tell
15. But I don't necessarily think he.
Oh, he know.
He knows.
Not necessarily he knows, but he's probably not gonna come out and just tell me that.
You should ask.
You should ask.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Just ask them, because if he 15, my
should
kids
ask.
make up shit, so I ain't asking them nothing. They
You
said
should
some
sit
shit I ain't
down
never heard of. I be
And
like,
you
what?
asked him, because I wish I would have asked my son earlier,
My
you
kids be
know,
making up shit.
because he said one thing, but then turned around and said, but Mom, I'm glad you was like that, because I have friends that's dead. I have friends that's in jail. And you didn't let me have a life. Because that was his, you didn't let me have a life. I wasn't here to make you have a life. I was here to make you do right. I was here to make you go guide you here. I wasn't here to let you go and say, woo! That wasn't my job. My job was to make sure I kept that roof over your head. You got to school, you got those grades. And when you messed up your senior year, because you got you were smelling yourself, you got some fast tail taste of it.
Oh my God.
You messed up.
They most definitely do.
You get what I'm saying? And so therefore he was angry his senior year because he couldn't play football, and he was a quarterback, and he was going somewhere, but he got a taste of a fast tail. You feel me? And so you angry at mama, but you really angry at yourself. And then he got mad because he messed up. I came up in that stool, and because y'all said don't embarrass kids, but at one point you gotta embarrass them. And I think I embarrassed him and all the kids that was in that class, because what they wanted to do his junior year is make him his senior year be a junior and senior. No, we gonna get this together because when he go in his senior year, he's gonna be a full senior, and that's it. I even got the teacher together. You get what I'm saying? So it's at one point where you got to talk, and then you got to action. You got to give the space of saying, how can I help you? What do you feel that I'm not doing for you? You have to be open to hearing the criticism from your own child.
Because they don't let you have it.
What?
But you also have to be mama and sometimes daddy.
I ain't asking shit.
You get what I'm saying? And you got to be stern and you got to stand on your word. Because if you don't stand on your word, they're going to walk all over.
Yeah. Inconsistent. They.
And that's just how I feel. And so my son, he's really mad at himself because, like you said, things didn't turn out the way he wanted to turn out. See, he was going to get drafted because he's a good quarterback. You get what I'm saying? But
Shout
that
out.
fast tail.
Please stop saying
Yeah,
Hey, that fast tail.
He got to take us that fast
Hey,
tail.
I'm gonna say you said split tail.
I want to say something here too, because we as parents, we expect our children. We want our children to forgive us, but we also got to forgive our kids.
Yeah.
When they mess up, sometimes we bring it up so many times that they feel like they just cannot get out of that hole. Like, Mama, why you keep bringing that up? It's because we keep replaying the worst part of their life over and over again. Over and over again, we keep reflecting that mirror to them of when you didn't show up to them, right? So now they're going to be angry. They're going to be mad. They're not going to be open to you. They're not going to talk to you. And yes, they're going to blame you because you showed them the reflection, but also you didn't show them yourself in the reflection.
Well,
They do. So we definitely.
I'm like, you ain't on time.
Yeah.
Why, Mama? Why you talking to me? But be on time.
They definitely do. We do replay things, but they do the same thing with us.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
That's a form of manipulation.
Right.
They do the same.
But that's to get their way, not to correct them, not correction.
Know. So
Yeah.
it's like you have to. It's very difficult being a parent. You got to be the bigger person on so many occasions.
I'm gonna say I don't bring up nothing. I don't bring it up because I don't want to talk about it. But I don't like keep telling my kids, "Oh, you did like poke them." I won't even speak to them.
So
Like
you shut down.
I won't speak to them because you're not gonna. I have grown ass kids. My son, 30-something years old, being disrespectful. He's a male. Like my daughter, like she 24. Like it's to me. I have low tolerance for the bullshit.
Right.
I do. So it's like I do. I shut down. I won't talk to him.
So shutting down and not talking to them, is that helping, or is it creating peace?
It creates peace for me. For me, everybody's situation different.
Right.
Everybody's situation different. It creates peace for me because I don't have to deal with it and like talk to them at this point. But we eventually will talk. Like I'm close with my children, but they do say I'm just this type of you just this one, you just be like this, you be, and sometimes they make up shit that I've never heard of or never seen it. Don't even know what they fucking talking about. What I did, what?
Right.
They make up shit. So it'd be mental shit to me. Like, but some children feel that that's really what happened.
Is it
and
like
it wasn't true.
I think it's their perspective.
Their perspective is different.
Right.
It's
It's
fucked
different.
up
How
and
they
wrong,
see things.
How they
though.
perceive what's going on.
But I let them perceive it though. Let them to each their
You
own.
let them have it.
Let them perceive the shit out of that. You feel me? Like I'm just saying, I let them perceive it and feel how they feel about it because I do. I let them feel how they want to feel.
I love your honesty.
No. So we killed it with
We
the
about to
kids
wrap it on
situation,
up,
but
though.
our
You got
man
something to
standing
say?
right there. He got his question. He said, "Listen, come
You
on,
got a
I'm
question?
waiting." What?
No question.
Oh, okay. I don't know. What,
He wanted to say it in Spanish. You better chill out for ice roll up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I need my husband not to have a question tonight because he by himself and it's too many women here. And I ain't either because you my husband, so I'm gonna protect you, right? So I ain't gonna let all the women jump you. Yeah, I ain't gonna let them jump you, baby. Don't worry about it. I ain't gonna let them jump you, but let me ask you.
Look it up.
We about to get off of here. Let me wrap it on up. One of the people said it was something that I said, like, say for instance, your kid disrespect you and they come in, sit down, you let them go out and you smack them up in their grill. They said it wasn't that's not considered. They don't feel that it was. They feel like it was an action appropriate and it wasn't abuse with that situation because of the situation of what the child did. And then I have somebody, Wheat. What's up, Wheat? It say maybe give them a space to express the trauma they experience from their eyes without trying to downplay it. Pain is an individual thing, and most parents minimize the children's experiences. Yes, they do. But can I say this? Fuck them kids, because at the end of the day, I ain't minimizing shit. They be doing absolutely too much and not enough.
He said we also said being unheard creates a lot of aggression.
Yeah, dude.
I don't even care. Don't bring it over here. Anyway, don't bring it over here. I don't.
Hey,
man, my kids grow. I ain't got time. I don't. But anyway,
it will just get to a point. You just be like, what?
I'm not dealing with that. I love. Let me say this. I love all my children. I have multiple children. I have a lot of children. I love each and every one of them. Because me and my husband got a Brady Bunch. You hear me? Mm-hmm. I love each and every one of the children, but I just feel like the disrespect, like I can't with it, because it's like I'm living my life right now. Right. Live yours. You're grown. Do what you need to do. I'll be there for you. I'm not gonna not love you. I love you. I don't have to like you though.
I like using their words now. I'm lifing.
Yeah.
I'm cool on you.
I'm like,
I'm cool on you.
Yeah, because they be like, Mom, I'm lifing. I just need your help. I'm lifing too.
Yeah, I'm lifing. It was me zoning me out.
Yeah. So, but I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, y'all. Cleo, thank you. I see you tomorrow, though. We linking up tomorrow, but I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Make sure y'all tune in to Busy One Radio. We got King David and all that hot shit on Busy One Radio on Sundays from 3 to 4. Men Mondays, women Wednesdays tonight. Thank y'all. I appreciate everybody that came out. So we got Women Wednesdays, and then we got Let's Talk About It Fridays. We will not be here Friday, but we always are here Friday. But yeah, we in the building, y'all. This was an amazing podcast. Huh?
You ain't here this Friday?
No, I'm taking off.
Because you're doing Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're going to be at the premiere, so we kind of replacing it with the Friday, so we won't be here Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't coming Thursday and Friday. Hell no. But yeah, so we won't be here. But we will be at the premiere. Solitary Confinement, y'all. That is going to be at the theaters. What is it? What is the theater called? Hold on, I got it on here. Hold on, let me see. So y'all can know, but it's sold out, so y'all can't come anyway.
I'm crying, bro.
Hold on, let me see.
She said y'all can't come anyway. It's sold out.
It is. It's sold out. It's sold out. But yeah, it's I have to look it up. Shit, I don't got it on here. Do you know where it's at?
So make sure you find out where you can access.
Oh, here it go, right here.
Access the film once it's already premiered. Like, how do you access it? Like, where is it? Where will it be shown? When can you view it at? You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be in theaters.
What, the premiere?
After the premiere has happened, where would you
I'm
be able
not
to view
sure. I'm
the
not
movie?
sure where it would be. Where it would
I'll
be.
let everybody know when we come back for the podcast. I'll let everybody know where they can watch the movie at, where it's premiering at, and all that. I'll give y'all all that information. But anyway, we're gonna wrap it on up. I appreciate all my ladies, and shout out to Flavor. I need to get down there to get some of that. Oh my goodness, I need the salmon one. I need all of them. Everyone I be seeing, man. I gotta get there. But yeah,
I'm gonna let you know. My sister said she don't like quesadillas, but she said yours was banging.
Oh, thank you.
Really, she don't like quesadillas.
She don't like quesadillas.
My
She said,
son
but
love quesadillas.
my God, she said, sis, you put me on. I said, I know, that's my girl. That's my girl.
Yeah, my girl was just like, oh my God, it's like a party in my mouth. I'm like, it is though. All that flavor.
But yeah, I love y'all and thank everybody that came tonight. You know, I love my beautiful sisters. I love y'all.
Yes.
And,
It's almost 11 too, so it's about to start
we about
coming.
we about to get up out of here, y'all.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep,
Peace.
it's
We
coming.
love y'all. Yeah. We about to
How do you do it? Hope there's nothing to it. I vowed that I would not give in, but we turned to lovers from friends. Put up all night, hands on my thick thighs. Maybe it's those brown eyes. Know you from a past life. You got me open. You know every curve in my mind. Old school, you way past your time. Pull up to your spot and just vibe. My lover and my friend. Do you believe me when I say you got me knee deep in? I think I've fallen in. Now get me high like marijuana. Respect you like my father. If I bless you with a nana, you better not tell nada. Don't need no mentions, just your attention. You do it better. Let me go never. Flexible, safe, you're sexual. Gets wetter when you feed my mind. Tell me that the shit's all mine. You do it better. For you it's whatever. Come be with me. What's blind now I see is you. I want more than just a sneaky link. How about forever, baby, what you think? Laid eyes on you and then I saw my dreams. You saw your body, everything between. Speak to my heart, boy. I love to feel your face by me, skin. Heal just to let your love in. Only you forgive me, good love. My lover and